Ever wondered about the wildest tales spun around Adolf Hitler, one of history's most infamous figures?
Ebenso restlos das Gleiche tun.
In this video, we're diving into the 15 craziest conspiracy theories about him.
In December of 1932, Hitler had no hope of gaining this type of power.
From secret escapes to bizarre scientific projects, these theories are more than just historical footnotes. They're a whirlwind tour of human imagination and mystery.
At the bottom, there's this Nazi secret.
Buckle up as we explore these bewildering and sometimes humorous narratives that have woven themselves into the fabric of World War II folklore. Number 1. The Double Trouble Theory. The Double Trouble Theory presents a peculiar twist in the narrative of Hitler's life, sparking debates and conspiracy theories that have lingered for decades. It hinges on a simple but staggering idea. What if the man leading Nazi Germany wasn't Adolf Hitler at all, but a doppelganger? The roots of this theory lie in the tactics of warfare. It's a known fact that political figures, especially during times of conflict, have used body doubles for security purposes. The theory suggests that Hitler, fearing assassination attempts, employed one or multiple lookalikes to appear in public on his behalf. This notion is fueled by discrepancies noticed in photographs, variations in Hitler's height, facial structure, or even the way he carried himself. But the theory doesn't stop at mere appearances. Some proponents go a step further, asserting that it was actually Hitler's double who died in the Berlin bunker in 1945. This version posits that the real Hitler escaped, leaving his unfortunate lookalike to face the inevitable downfall. This escape narrative dovetails with other theories, such as the one suggesting Hitler fled to South America. Number 2. The Argentina Escape Plan. Among the myriad of conspiracy theories surrounding Adolf Hitler, the Argentina Escape Plan stands out for its blend of historical possibility and imaginative speculation. This theory posits that Hitler, instead of meeting his end in a Berlin bunker in 1945, managed a great escape to Argentina. Proponents of this theory point to various evidences. First, there were numerous U-boats, German submarines, that surrendered off the coast of Argentina after the war. This led some to speculate that one of these U-boats could have secretly ferried Hitler across the Atlantic. Adding fuel to the fire, stories and anecdotes from locals in Argentina and neighboring countries have periodically surfaced, claiming sightings of the Führer or suggesting that he lived a hidden life in South America. Furthermore, the FBI declassified documents in the early 21st century, revealing that they had investigated possible sightings of Hitler in Argentina. However, none of these investigations led to conclusive proof of Hitler's presence there. Despite the intriguing nature of this theory, historians and scholars widely dismiss it. The consensus remains that Hitler died by suicide in his bunker as the Allies closed in on Berlin. Yet, the Argentina escape plan persists in popular culture, illustrating how conspiracy theories can capture the public's imagination, especially when they involve unresolved aspects of history's darkest chapters. Number 3. The Secret Base in Antarctica. Another fascinating and far-fetched conspiracy theory is that of a secret Nazi base in Antarctica. This theory suggests that the Nazis established a hidden stronghold in the icy continent, possibly as a refuge for top officials or even as a base for secret weapons research. The roots of this theory lie in the real German expedition to Antarctica in 1938 to 1939, known as the New Swabia Expedition. The official purpose was to expand Germany's whaling industries and secure additional resources. However, conspiracy theorists speculate that the expedition had a more sinister agenda, involving the establishment of a base under the ice. Supporters of this theory often point to Operation High Jump in 1946 to 1947, a United States Navy operation to establish research bases in Antarctica. Some conspiracy theorists claim this operation was actually a military campaign to destroy the hidden Nazi fortress. These claims are bolstered by the scale of the operation, which involved a significant number of personnel and military equipment, unusual for a scientific expedition. However, this theory lacks credible evidence. Historians note that the harsh conditions of Antarctica make such a base implausible, and there are no historical records to suggest its existence. Operation High Jump, as declassified documents and veterans' accounts indicate, was primarily a scientific and exploratory mission. The secret base in Antarctica theory remains a captivating story, drawing on the enigma of unexplored territories and the enduring fascination with secret Nazi projects. It exemplifies how conspiracy theories often fill gaps in understanding with imaginative, albeit improbable, explanations. Number 4. The Immortality Project. Diving into the realm of the fantastical, the Immortality Project is a conspiracy theory that suggests Adolf Hitler and the Nazis were engaged in a clandestine quest for eternal life. This theory is not just a flight of fancy. It's a narrative that intertwines the known Nazi interest in occultism and pseudoscience with the limitless bounds of human imagination. According to this theory, Hitler, obsessed with Aryan supremacy and the creation of a 1,000-year Reich, sought to extend his life indefinitely. Proponents point to the Nazis' known fascination with the occult and the esoteric, including their expeditions to find religious artifacts like the Holy Grail and the Ark of the Covenant, which were believed to grant supernatural powers. Adding to the intrigue are the Nazis' advanced scientific experiments, some of which ventured into uncharted and ethically dubious territories. This has led some to speculate that there were hidden projects aimed at unlocking the secrets of longevity, or even immortality. Some versions of this theory suggest experiments with ancient texts, alchemical processes, or bizarre medical procedures. Despite its intriguing premise, the Immortality Project theory is widely regarded as a mix of historical truths, half-truths, and pure fiction. There is no concrete evidence that such a project existed. This theory serves as an example of how conspiracy theories can emerge from a blend of historical events, human curiosity, and the enduring allure of the mysterious and unknown. Number 5. The British Spy Theory. Among the more politically charged conspiracy theories is the claim that Adolf Hitler was a British agent. This theory alleges that Hitler's rise to power and his actions during World War II were influenced or even directed by British intelligence to serve their geopolitical interests. The proponents of this theory argue that Hitler's seemingly irrational military decisions, which ultimately led to Nazi Germany's defeat, were deliberate moves orchestrated by his British handlers. They cite instances like the halt order at Dunkirk, where Hitler inexplicably allowed the British Expeditionary Force to evacuate, as evidence of his covert collaboration. Supporters of this theory often refer to Hitler's alleged connections with British figures and his time in Britain before the First World War, suggesting that this was when he was recruited. Some even claim that his policies, which led to the weakening of Germany and the bolstering of Anglo-American power, were part of a larger British strategy. However, this theory is widely dismissed by historians and scholars. There is substantial evidence of Hitler's antagonism towards Britain, and his strategic decisions are more commonly attributed to his personal failings and the operational realities of war. The British spy theory, while captivating, lacks credible evidence and is seen by experts as an oversimplification of complex historical events. Number 6. The Lost Treasure of the Nazis. One of the most enduring and captivating conspiracy theories about Adolf Hitler involves the legendary lost treasure of the Nazis. This theory suggests that in the final days of World War II, as the Third Reich was crumbling, vast amounts of wealth, gold, priceless artworks, and other valuables were secreted away by the Nazis. According to the theory, Hitler ordered the transfer of these treasures to hidden locations, possibly in South America, the Alps, or even in secret vaults under Berlin. Conspiracy theorists often cite the discovery of Nazi gold in Lake Toplitz, Austria, and the ongoing searches in the Merkers mine, Germany, as evidence supporting this theory. The allure of this hidden Nazi treasure has sparked numerous expeditions and searches, fueled by the tantalizing possibility of uncovering hidden wealth. The theory also intertwines with narratives of Nazi officials fleeing Europe with looted assets, supposedly to fund a Nazi resurgence or to secure personal escapes. Despite extensive post-war investigations and recovery efforts by the Allies, a significant portion of the looted wealth remains unaccounted for, adding mystery and credibility to the theory. While some aspects of this theory are rooted in fact, Nazis did loot and hide assets, The complete narrative of a vast, undiscovered treasure remains speculative and embellished by imagination. Most historians agree that while some hidden Nazi assets may still be undiscovered, the idea of a single massive treasure trove is more fiction than fact. Number 7. The moon landing connection. Stepping into the realm of space-age conspiracy theories, the moon landing connection theory posits a direct link between Nazi scientists and the United States' successful Apollo moon landing. This theory revolves around the idea that the technological advancements necessary for the moon landing were a direct result of secret Nazi space programs and their scientists, who were later recruited by the U.S. under Operation Paperclip. Operation Paperclip was a real post-1 and 2 program under which the U.S. government employed German scientists, many of whom had been members of the Nazi Party, to gain technological advantages during the Cold War. Among these scientists was Werner von Braun, a key figure in the development of Nazi Germany's V-2 rocket, and later a pivotal figure in NASA's space program. Conspiracy theorists suggest that the knowledge and technological advancements acquired from these Nazi scientists were crucial in putting Americans on the moon. Some even go as far as to claim that the Nazis had developed advanced spacecraft or had made contact with extraterrestrial beings, knowledge which was then transferred to the U.S. space program. While it is true that former Nazi scientists played a significant role in NASA's space endeavors, the theory that the moon landing was a direct result of a secret Nazi space program is widely discredited. Historians emphasize that the Apollo program was the result of years of independent research and development by American scientists and engineers, alongside the contributions of former German scientists. The moon landing connection theory, while an intriguing blend of historical fact and speculative fiction, oversimplifies the complex and multifaceted development of space technology. Number 8. The Hollow Earth Hypothesis. The Hollow Earth Hypothesis in relation to Adolf Hitler is a conspiracy theory that combines elements of Nazi mysticism with the age-old myth of a habitable inner Earth. According to this theory, Hitler and the Nazis believed in and perhaps even discovered a hidden world beneath the Earth's surface. Proponents of this theory suggest that the Nazis might have planned to utilize this secret realm for strategic advantage, or as a sanctuary. This bizarre theory finds its roots in some of the esoteric beliefs reportedly held by certain Nazi officials, who were known to be interested in occult and supernatural phenomena. The theory posits that the Nazis conducted secret expeditions to find entrances to the inner Earth, possibly in the Arctic or Antarctic regions. Some versions of this theory even suggest that the Nazis established contact with an advanced civilization residing in this subterranean world. Despite its imaginative appeal, the Hollow Earth hypothesis lacks credible evidence and is generally considered a fanciful blend of historical facts, pseudoscience, and myth. While it's true that the Nazis had an interest in the occult, there's no substantial evidence to support the claim that they pursued or believed in a habitable inner Earth. This theory stands as a testament to the human fascination with hidden worlds and the allure of uncovering secrets at the fringes of scientific understanding. Number 9. The UFO connection. The UFO connection theory links Adolf Hitler and the Nazi regime with the development and utilization of advanced unidentified flying objects, UFOs. This theory suggests that the Nazis achieved significant breakthroughs in aerospace technology, which included the creation of flying saucers or otherworldly aircraft. The origin of this theory can be traced back to reports and sightings during and after World War II of strange flying objects with capabilities beyond conventional aircraft. Some conspiracy theorists claim that the Nazis developed revolutionary anti-gravity or exotic propulsion systems, leading to the creation of UFO-like crafts, often referred to as Die Glocke, the bell, or Haunebu discs. Support for this theory is bolstered by the real technological advancements made by Nazi Germany, including the development of the V-2 rocket and jet-powered aircraft. However, the leap from these technologies to the creation of UFOs is a source of contention. While declassified documents and eyewitness accounts have fueled speculation, there's no concrete evidence to support the existence of such advanced Nazi aircraft. The UFO connection theory is often seen as a mixture of historical truths about Nazi technological experimentation and speculative fiction. It reflects a fascination with the idea of hidden or suppressed technological breakthroughs and the enduring mystery surrounding UFO phenomena. As with many conspiracy theories, it bridges gaps in historical understanding with imaginative and sensational narratives, captivating the public's imagination while eluding definitive proof. Number 10. The clone conspiracy. The clone conspiracy theory is one of the more science fiction-like narratives associated with Adolf Hitler, suggesting that the Nazis engaged in advanced genetic experiments to create clones of Hitler. According to this theory, the goal was to ensure the survival of Nazi ideology and leadership, regardless of Hitler's personal fate. Proponents of this theory point to the Nazis' well-documented interest in genetics and eugenics, as well as their quest for Aryan perfection, to support the idea of cloning experiments. They speculate that Nazi scientists, possibly with the help of captured scientists from other countries, attempted to create duplicates of Hitler as a means of preserving the Third Reich's leadership. Some versions of the theory even suggest that these clones were dispersed globally, living in secret, awaiting a time to revive Nazi ideologies. These narratives often draw upon real historical events, such as the kidnapping of children for the Lebensborn program, which aimed to raise a generation of children in line with Nazi racial ideologies, to lend plausibility to the theory. However, this theory is widely dismissed by historians and scientists. The scientific understanding and technology of the era were far from capable of achieving human cloning. The clone conspiracy remains a fascinating, albeit far-fetched, blend of historical facts and speculative fiction. It highlights how conspiracy theories can emerge from a combination of historical events and the human fascination with emerging scientific possibilities regardless of their feasibility. Number 11. The occult and Hitler. The relationship between the occult and Adolf Hitler forms one of the most intriguing conspiracy theories, fueled by the Nazi regime's known interest in mysticism and ancient artifacts. This theory posits that Hitler and many of his followers were deeply involved in the occult, using it to gain power, and possibly seeking supernatural means to win the war. Supporters of this theory often refer to the activities of the Ahnenerbe, an SS organization tasked with researching the historical and cultural heritage of the Aryan race. The Ahnenerbe conducted expeditions to various parts of the world, including Tibet, Antarctica, and the Middle East, in search of religious relics and evidence of ancient Aryan civilizations. This has led to speculation that they were also searching for mystical artifacts or knowledge that could be used to dominate the world. Furthermore, the involvement of figures like Heinrich Himmler, who was known for his interest in pagan and occult practices, adds credibility to these claims. Himmler's reconstruction of the Wewelsburg castle, intended as a spiritual center for the SS, is often cited as evidence of the regime's engagement with mystical beliefs and rituals. While it's clear that certain Nazi officials had an interest in the occult, the extent to which this influenced their policies and actions during World War II is debatable. Most historians view the Nazi engagement with the occult as part of their broader ideological pursuits rather than as a foundation for their political and military strategies. The occult and Hitler theory remains a subject of fascination, blending historical fact with the allure of the mysterious and unknown, and continues to inspire both scholarly and popular interest. Number 12. The Time Traveler's Tale. The Time Traveler's Tale is a mind-bending conspiracy theory that intertwines Adolf Hitler's narrative with the concept of time travel. This theory suggests that Hitler either had access to time travel technology or was himself a time traveler. Proponents of this theory argue that this could explain some of the inexplicable decisions and events that occurred during his reign. According to the theory, Hitler or his associates might have used time travel to gain foresight into future events, which they then used to their advantage in war strategy and political manipulation. This could potentially include foreknowledge of key military operations or insights into political adversaries' plans. Some even speculate that this time travel capability was derived from alien technology or discovered through secret scientific experiments. Another version of this theory posits that Hitler was a time traveler from the future with a mission to alter the course of history. This narrative often includes the idea that his actions, as heinous as they were part of a larger plan to prevent an even worse future from unfolding. Despite its intriguing premise, the time traveler's tale lacks any credible evidence or scientific basis and is generally regarded as pure fiction. The theory is a prime example of how conspiracy narratives can weave fantastic elements into historical events, creating an alternative and sensational interpretation of history. Number 13, the Disney connection. The Disney connection is a peculiar and less-known conspiracy theory that suggests a link between Adolf Hitler and the Walt Disney Company. According to this theory, Disney either influenced Nazi propaganda or was influenced by it. Some versions of the theory even claim that Disney cartoons were used as a tool for American propaganda against the Nazis. Proponents of this theory often point to the stylistic similarities between Disney's animation style and some of the aesthetic choices in Nazi propaganda. They also note that during World War II, the Walt Disney Company did produce propaganda films for the U.S. government, including some that caricatured Hitler and the Nazis. Another facet of this theory revolves around the myth that Walt Disney himself held sympathies with Nazi ideologies, a claim that has been repeatedly debunked. Critics of the theory argue that any similarities in style are coincidental, and that the use of Disney cartoons for American propaganda was a patriotic act rather than a sign of ideological alignment. The Disney connection theory is largely considered a blend of historical coincidence and speculative fiction. While it highlights the interesting intersections between entertainment and politics during the wartime era, it lacks substantial evidence to support any direct collaboration or influence between Adolf Hitler and Walt Disney. Number 14. The survival and subsequent life. The theory of Adolf Hitler's survival past 1945 and his subsequent life is one of the most enduring conspiracy theories surrounding the Nazi leader. According to this narrative, Hitler did not die in his Berlin bunker, but instead managed to escape and live in hiding for years after the war. Proponents of this theory suggest various scenarios for his escape and subsequent life, often involving secret routes to countries like Argentina, Spain, or even the Middle East. Supporters of this theory often point to alleged sightings of Hitler in different parts of the world, along with stories of Nazi sympathizers and former officials who escaped to South America and other regions. Some even claim that Hitler lived a quiet life under an assumed identity, possibly supported by a network of former Nazis. However, the vast majority of historians and experts affirm that Hitler died by suicide in his Berlin bunker in April 1945. The theory of his survival is generally considered a myth, fueled by the lack of public access to his remains and the mysteries surrounding the final days of the Third Reich. While the notion of Hitler's escape makes for a compelling story, it remains a speculative narrative without concrete evidence. Number 15. The final mystery. The final mystery addresses the ultimate question. If Adolf Hitler survived, where is he now? This theory often serves as a conclusion to the various narratives about his alleged escape and hidden life. It speculates on his ultimate fate and whether he could have lived into the late 20th or even the 21st century. Some versions of this theory suggest that Hitler, if he had escaped, would have eventually died of old age in secrecy. Others propose more dramatic endings, including the possibility of him being assassinated to keep the secret of his survival. There are even speculations about hidden graves or secret burial sites. Like the other theories about Hitler's post-war life, the final mystery is rooted more in speculation and the human fascination with unresolved historical narratives than in factual evidence. It encapsulates the enduring mystery and intrigue that surround one of history's most infamous figures, demonstrating how conspiracy theories can provide alternative histories that captivate the imagination, even in the absence of definitive proof.